If you've got an offset smoker like a Char Grill or Grand Champ or Oklahoma Joe's, you might be struggling with there being a temperature difference from one side to the other. Generally, the side closest to the firebox is really hot. It might be 50 degrees higher than the side further away from the firebox. And it makes it difficult to manage how you cook your food. And some people like to come up with some creative ways. One of the questions I get asked all the time is, have you ever tried flipping the fire grate that comes with the Char Grill or Grand Champ upside down? This is what I'm talking about right here. You notice the bottom is curved, so it's shaped just like the shape of the offset smoker barrel here. And so people put it in upside down to channel the smoke through it and help regulate the temperature. Folks say that works pretty well. I don't know. I've seen guys actually take these things and drill holes in them to allow the smoke to come through this. Well, you know what? And people ask, well, why don't you try it? Make a video about it. So I'm not going to do it. Sorry. I actually use this thing to cook with every now and then. In this particular rig, and a lot of them have some type of grate where you can put charcoal inside there so you can do some direct heat grilling. And I don't want to go drilling holes in this thing. Not only that, if I put this thing in upside down, the drippings from whatever I'm cooking is going to come down on that. It's going to roll off that curved surface and down to the sides. It's going to be a mess. Sorry, I'm not doing that. But I did find a solution, a really, really great solution that works perfectly. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can get the exact same temperature from one end to the other end very simply, very easily with this one awesome modification that you can pick up very inexpensively. I'm going to demonstrate how it's done using my Thermopro TP25 wireless thermometer, which also is a great buy, works very, very well, very accurate, and very easy to use. I can monitor the temperature remotely from my tablet or from my cell phone, and very affordable. And at the end, I'm going to provide you with some information so that you can also just go to the description of this video so you can see where you can get these things for your offset smoker. It's going to make your cooking experience so much better, especially if you're really loading up your offset smoker. Like I've done whole hogs in this thing, and when it's 50 degrees hotter over here than it is over here, you might imagine, and you've got a hog that goes from one end to the other, what kind of problem that could cause. So check this out. I hope you enjoy. And if you do, please hit that like button. Don't forget to share this with your friends, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate you very much. Welcome to Tone Tone Barbecue. Let's get to work. This is the Lava Lock Baffle Plate Heat Management System for the Char Grill or Grand Champ. This one is brand new, made of stainless steel. Requires some minor assembly when you get it. It's nice and heavy duty. We're going to put it in the Char Grill or Grand Champ over here. All right, you can see here, installation is very simple. I've already removed the cooking grate from the Grand Champ here. Inside the Grand Champ, it comes with this charcoal grate. You just need to get that out of the way. Pull that up out of there. And you take your baffle plate, set that right down in there where that charcoal grate used to be. Tilt it up a little bit to get it past this lip over here. And then slide it right up against the firewall over there. And that's what it looks like when it's installed. You can see you've got little tiny holes over here, progressively larger holes, so that the heat and smoke from the firebox over here will have to travel below this and start coming up into the cooking chamber to help regulate the heat. We're going to be using the Thermopro TP25 to monitor the temperature, and this is a very handy, very accurate semi-wireless. What I mean by that is it's got wires that go to the probes that you put inside your cooking chamber, but then it's wireless via Bluetooth to your tablet or your cell phone, so you can remotely monitor the temperature from wherever you are within a range of about 500 feet. So it's got really good range. You can see that right now I've got 3 probes installed inside. Of course, you can use these probes either way. You can put them in the meat that you're cooking, or you can just set them on the grate like I'm doing with the grate clips that comes with it. And you can monitor the temperature. You can see each one is at about 72, 73 degrees inside the cooking chamber right now. So inside here, here's how I've got it laid out. I've got 3 probes, and I tried to face them very evenly. We've got one about 6 inches from the right side over here, which is the one that's closest to the firebox. We've got one almost dead center right here, and then we've got another one about 6 inches from the left side. So we're going to be seeing what the temperature difference is from this side to this side. And you know that normally, because you're so close to the firebox over here, right here is the hot zone. And you might even be able to tell here, if you look at the grate carefully, you can see it's kind of dry right here. That's because I never put food right here. And I usually put the food more over here and over further to the left side, so that way you don't end up overcooking, burning the food that's closest to the firebox. So this baffle plate is going to eliminate that for us. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when we're just running normal without the baffle plate. Now, I don't have that charcoal grate down in there. I usually do not have that charcoal grate down in there when I'm cooking. So we're going to fire this up here, and we'll see how the temperature looks without the baffle plate first. All right, it's been a while now. Fire's burning nicely, so let's see where the temperature is showing for each section. So this is the probe that is closest to the firebox. It's showing 333 degrees right now. That's way up there. And then the one that's right in the middle is showing 225 degrees. That's where we're normally shooting to cook at. And the temperature at the farthest left side is showing 234 degrees. It's odd that this one is a little higher than the one in the middle, but it just has to do with the airflow, the way things are moving through the cooker. And I do see that on a regular basis. Even though it's the furthest away from the fire, it actually is slightly higher than the one that's right in the middle of the chamber. So let's see what happens when we put the baffle plate in. I just want to let you have a look and see what the fire looks like. So you see I've got a charcoal bed there. I've got a chunk of oak that's just burning away, and a couple more on standby still. So now I'm going to open it up, and we're going to get the baffle plate installed, and we'll see what difference it makes after everything settles down. Okay, you can see I've got the baffle plate installed now. I did that without disturbing the position of the probe, so they're exactly where they were before. And we'll go ahead and shut this down and let things settle out and see where we are. Okay, I'm running the temperature a little bit higher than I normally would right now, but I have to tell you, I am freaking excited. I have never seen this. 268, 268. The temperature from end to end is exactly the same. Slightly higher in the middle, but by like 4 degrees. That is incredible. You saw earlier how huge difference was from the right side to the left side, and now we're showing the exact same temperatures. 268 degrees all the way over there, 268 degrees all the way over here on the left side. You see they're changing in unison there. Now it's 269, 269, 274 in the middle. That is incredible. I'm excited. I'm never going to use this char griller Grand Champ again without that baffle plate installed, because now I'm going to be able to safely use the entire cooking surface from end to end. And you know, usually if I'm just cooking a couple racks of ribs or something like that, kind of in the middle, it hasn't been a big deal. I've worked with it. The only time it's really become a problem is when I really want to load this thing up with everything, and then I have to worry about rotating things around to make sure that stuff doesn't burn. But when I really have a problem is when I'm doing something big, like a whole hog, and then, you know, you end up with a burnt end. No matter what you do, it's going to get a little bit burnt. Not anymore. I'm excited about that. So, wow. Now, you know me, I'm not here to sell you anything. I only recommend products that I use on a regular basis. I've been using the Lava Lock products from Island Outdoor for years now. You've seen it in some of my older videos, and I have no problem recommending you get it. The website is smokermods.com. Use code TonyTone10 to get 10% off your order. The baffle plate is the one and only modification I highly recommend for the Char Griller Grand Champ, which is what this is right here. And they've got a lot of other really great products on their website, so check them out. Highly recommend it. And you can click on the link also to go directly to the website. Thank you very much for being here. If you have any questions, comments, please let me know. I always appreciate that. Appreciate you. Have fun.